Warriors, Tigers was won by Warriors. Going totally cut up to bat first. Balakrishna Rarkar is going to ball. So let's see how 3 out of 3 victories. Qualifiers. Lot of good third for straight to the man. So Balakrishna Rarkar right on the mark. Spin introduced in the very first over. That's the scenario here for many of the captains. In the air, big shout, but that's away from the fielder, straight over the top. Very confident looking shot here from the skipper Govind Lotlikar. Gets off the mark with a boundary. That's another good shot. And that's gone the distance. It's clobbered it over the top. There was a mid on inside, and he took the challenge and goes long. That's Govind Lotlikar. That's the best of Govind Lotlikar, you can say. Well, he is someone who is always in the attacking frame of mind with the positive intent. He's got gets lots of runs in the power play overs, and that's more like it. That's how you should begin in the power play overs. It down the ground after getting a boundary and a six. Balkrishna Rarkar. So far, he has been decent as far as his bowling is concerned, but he is not into the wickets call. Normally, he picks a lot of wicket last season. Containing job is done pretty well. Not easy to bowl in the power play overs for any spinners, but many have done it. You have seen today Vinay Sambari bowling really well in the power play overs and finishing a very good job. Even Govind Gaonkar could have picked up more wickets there if catches were being taken. Jamir Carroll was exceedingly good for the team. Maybe I see him bowling up next if he's available. He's bowled really well in this competition. Containment job is also a part of the game. Well clipped on the leg side. Single to Sudeep Faldesa, who has been asked to do the job as an opener here by the Warriors camp. It's the end of one. 12 runs scored by the Warriors camp. So Nikit Dalal. So Jamir Carroll won't be able to play today because in the auctions we have definitely announced that it's going to be 3+1 matches. Was that a close one? It was a full toss ball, so definitely no question of ball pitching. But from behind, it was not convincing from Weber. So Weber is the best one to appeal it. So feels like it is. So definitely off the bat, big inside edge. Otherwise, it was definitely in line with the stumps, and that's the reason why there was no appeal from Weber. You must have heard the Nick, the inside edge up from behind the stumps. It's a good piece of field setting here for the bowler. Nikhil, 4 men at the backward point region. A man at long off, and there is man in the deep covers. See, this is not the first time that we have seen. Oh, lovely shot right in between the gap. Correct hit. Wonderful square cut. Great to see here. And that's the intent that we always speak and talk about Govind Lotlikar. There were 4 men there at the backward point region placed by Captain Vaibhav Naik, and he still has the tenacity to take them on and finds the placement. Wonderful placement from him. That reminded me of Saurav Ganguly in his prime time. Almost 7-8 fielders on the offside, and he still used to pierce the gaps. On the off, God on the offside, Saurav Ganguly. Some have got the ability to find the gaps at will, at ease. Many of the batters find the ball straight in the hands of the fielders, but some have got this distinct ability given by God just to find the spaces there. Single taken. And it's good to see Sudeep Faldesai up the order. Left and right hand combination going. He had a fantastic run last season. This season, maybe he's coming lower down the order, and that's the reason why it has just not been up to his best. He's not got too much of time to settle. Got his eye in. But here the ball is new. The ball is going to come onto the bat. Best time to bat, and as well as the fielding restrictions, so he can get some boundaries as well to get himself going. Certainly needs some time in the middle. Appeal there, but feels like it is pitched outside the line of leg stump. So certainly for the left-hander, you got to pitch it and straighten, which here on this occasion I don't think so, because he's taking the guard. Yeah, definitely must have pitched outside the line. 2 overs gone is 18 without loss. So appeal there. Balkrishna Darkar has been asked to continue here. Not the best of the line because there is no one down to stop the boundaries on the square leg region. Both the men at straight regions, long off, long on. And there's nothing short here. Try to whack the ball too hard, and Balkrishna Darkar strikes. Playing across the line and trying to hit with full power. The bowler was right on the mark and crashing onto the stumps. That's the first wicket taken by Balkrishna Darkar for the team of Tigers, and it's a big wicket. Govind Lotlikar, who just tried to take advantage of the fielding restrictions, and yeah, not the best of the shots then when he watches that, losing the balance as well. And there's 18 for 1 in over number 3. So in comes the secretary of MCC, Anup Borkar, after his skipper departed. That's good bowling. That's good bowling. That's exactly where Pinty is very effective. Doesn't provide too much of air, but certainly if he can bowl in these areas more often to the new batters, it can be quite handful. So change of bat here for Sudeep Faldesa. He was asking for the bat replacement there. Maybe definitely something wrong with the handle. Looks to be Swapnil Nachnolkar replacing the bat here for Sudeep Faldesa. Not seeing Swapnil so far up the order. Definitely they had given him a chance up the order. He did a decent job. Power play overs, you expect the ball, the batters to just take the advantage and go the aerial, which sometimes you might be unlucky, but he was looking good, Swapnil. But they opted for Sudeep Faldesa. Certainly a change of thinking here from this team. Inside edge that was very close to the leg stump. Certainly we'll be looking for at least couple of runs, if not 3. Yeah, and Vaibhav giving the chase, but easy 2 runs. It's bowling well now. If you see the trajectories, is bowling well to the left as well as the right hander, making the batter to come onto the front foot, Pinty, and that's where the slips will come into effect, placed by Captain Vaibhav Naik is renowned for his unorthodox fielding approach and always attacking, looking to pick up wickets, and keeps changing his for different batters. That's why some matches have been won just for the out of the box thinking that he brings in the side. Vaibhav Naik as the skipper. That's pushed in. So pretty good over here. Wicket of the skipper Govind Lotlikar for Pinty, and 3 overs gone is 21 for 1 Warriors. The wicket continues in the air. Will it be taken? No, just away. Falling short of the fielder there. He did give a good chance, good go at it, but 22 for 1 in 3.2. Very nicely bowled so far, keeping the things very much under control. Yeah, bowling well there. Bowling in the right areas. That's exactly where you need to bowl. And I think Vaibhav Naik will be well aware of the fact Sudeep Faldesa is not having a lot of runs under his belt coming as an opener, so he will buy his time. And all these small things definitely needs to be worked around when you are doing the captaincy role. Oh, there's perfect ball Just got the leading edge. Bat coming on time. Not the best shot, but Chinese cut for a boundary. Certainly deceived the batter. Fooled him. But somehow the bat coming on time and getting the boundary. You can see the reaction from the bowler himself. He understands that that was a clear-cut victory for me. Just that he was a little bit lucky there on that occasion, Sudeep Faldesa, and that's why I say he's not got runs under the belt. And once someone has not got runs under the belt, is not that confident. However, the talented the person is, that happens to the best of the batters in the world. So it's always the runs behind you gets you your confidence going high to play your shots and back your instincts. Played off the back foot, standing tall and playing at the backward point region, just get a single, and that is why Sudeep Faldesa has to spend time on the wicket. Has got too much of time in the previous matches, but certainly today has been sent as an opener, and big job left for him as his captain departed quite early. That makes his presence even more special for his team Warriors. Playing across the line. Yeah, he's bowling well, Nikhil. And he certainly used this new ball to good effect. Decent over here from him. 4 overs gone, 27 for 1 Warriors. So third straight over here for Pinty. Flicked away on the leg side, at least a single. So they will be looking to turn around. Yes, should be a couple. Well, I had my apprehensions about the second run just because Anup Burkar is not the swiftest runner. So, but Sudeep Faldesa tracked it really well, and he was coming at the danger end. So too comfortably taken. Yeah, getting a man in the short covers, and man in the slips continues. Very good in and out field here by the captain. Ah, that was very close. Was that close enough? At the back leg, gone up, never went up, says the leg umpire. Sandesh Gaonkar as the leg umpire there in the perfect position. Well bowled here by Balkrishna Odaka. That's the length. Yes, the back leg never came up. Good umpiring. Has been bowling well today. Played down the ground for a single. Not got to a flying start. It's a steady start where apart from the six and the boundary that was scored, we came with a positive intent. The skipper Govind Lutlikar. Yes, one boundary here we have seen in the final league region, but it was an inside edge. So apart from that, that six and a boundary coming off the back-to-back deliveries of Balkrishna Odaka that Govind Lutlikar hit, we didn't see much scoring opportunities from the bowlers as well as the batters going for the hard hits. So conservative approach here from them, trying to preserve the wickets and maybe trying to accelerate later on. I think they have been rocked here by the wicket of the skipper. Big appeal. Yeah, that's not convincing the umpire. Certainly more appeals for this time on today in the first 6 overs from the spinners, as they have been on target, even for Nikhil. Straight to the fielder, but they are going to get an easy single there. Controlling the things very much here, the bowlers. Not allow the game to be drift away. Tigers want to still search for the best combinations for their team. They have their team. They have the decent, strong team in batting and fielding. It's just that sometimes you might have too many strengths and you falter to take the advantage. Should be a comfortable two. Should be a comfortable two in the deep. Yes, they get it. So 2 runs to finish over number 5 is 33 for 1 Warriors. So that's well clipped on the leg side. Should be looking to turn and get a couple of runs. I think Sanat over there in the short fine leg region. So 3 overs for Pinty and 3 overs for Nikit Dalal. That's how they are going to head in these first 6 overs. The skipper believes I just need 2 bowlers who are in a very good rhythm. So let me continue with that. Yeah, the batters have not gone hard against their bowlers, so they allowed the bowlers to get into a rhythm, and that's where captain feels I don't have to rotate my bowlers. If someone was battered for a few runs, he might have opted for a change. Yeah, that's easy shot, nicely done. Flick of the wrist, and the ball runs away towards the square leg boundary, and that's good shot. That will bring a little bit of confidence in him going. Easy delivery on the pads of the batter, no one down there. That's another good shot. Hit straight back to the bowler. Very powerfully struck. Hope he's all right there. There's tremendous force behind. He's having a look at his legs there. Looks to be in pain. Yeah, but he's all right. He's a strong man. Nikit Naik Dalal. Definitely there will be some pain later on at night when this hard ball gets struck on your body. At the moment, you got to give it away because he has got a match. He's got to come and bat as well for the Tigers team. Certainly, it will go a little darker there, black spots later on at night. Need to oil it later. Maybe icing is a better thing here. A lot of doctors here, so we'll be getting a lot of inputs. Nicely played, right in the gap. There's a classic cover drive here from Sudeep. Slightly uppish, but places is so well. Elegance, as always, is coming back into his old touch, Sudeep Faldesai. And that is a good sign here for the Warriors. 44 for 1. And that's why I said you need to spend some time in the middle, and your feet will be moving much better. Your balance will come. And shots like this we have seen in the past season from Sudeep have started coming, has started flowing. That's more like it. Looking to hit across. I was just praising him so much, and he just went across. It's so good, straight down the ground, and trapped right in front of the wickets there. Such a pity end. He was looking so good. So the Faldesai with his shots there. You can see the replay from round the wicket, and yeah, missed the line altogether, and he was definitely going to hit the stumps. So the Faldesai hits back. But a decent contribution for him this time around. Is 44 for 2. So one ball left of the power play overs. Here comes Mahesh Kurcharkar, popularly known as Bhaiya. Man in the slip, man in the gully region, in for the catching. Short third man in between both these fielders in the catching position. Man deep on the leg side and at the point. Very good in and outfield here. So a dot ball to begin the proceedings here for Mahesh Kurcharkar, and a wicket taking over. Gets rid of Sudeep there, the bowler Nikhil, and 6 overs done here. 44 for 2. So 2 men in the short covers, 1 in slip and 1 in the backward point for Runmai Das. So much of light. Well played. Really well played here. This is too loose here from Runmai Das, and he just picks the spot on the leg side. Well placed. Picks the flight early and just hits across, taking the full toss ball for the boundary. That's more like it. And you're getting the loose balls, put it away. Not the best start here from Murmay Das. He just maybe trying to flight the ball, trying to just surprise the batter. And another one flighted. This is in the air and taken. Both these fielders coming into the position there, trying to go across the line, getting a leading edge and striking of the very second ball. Murmay Das. So Anup Borkar has to hit back. Got a boundary of the earlier one, looking for the same spot once again across, but this time the ball was bowled much quicker as well as much more straighter. 48 for 3. And he gets him. Yes, he gets him off the very first ball. Wow, this is good bowling from Murmay Das. Swapnil Nashnolkar. Even I was waiting to take his name, but before that, he departed. It's a golden duck for him. The ball came back in and trying to play across. It's the same scenario. The earlier batter also tried to play across, getting a leading edge. Swapnil not getting anything right into his defenses and hitting the stumps. Clean bowled. 48 for 4. That also came back in. That was very close. He's bowling well. He's into a very, very good rhythm. And Tigers are on a roll. The left armers, once they pick up wickets here, and especially Murmay Das, who is flighting it so well. They're looking for the turn, but the ball is skidding straight on. So they are not picking what is coming from the hands. And see the field placement. 5 fielders closing in, 1 in slip. Yeah, that's more like it. That's much better. Coming onto the front foot. They already lost 4 wickets, and the Tigers are smelling few more, I guess. And it is Vikas Shetty. I can certainly recall is the most consistent of the Warriors. He's a hard-hitting batter and also has got good defenses. So now this is the time when he just needs to cut off his instinct, cut away very hard and very, very sharp there towards the backward point. He's very quick onto the feet and very good hand and eye coordination. Picks the length early and cut it a bit for a fantastic boundary to get himself off the mark. Vikas Shetty. 50 up here for the Warriors. 52 for 4 in 7 overs. It's straight over the top. Nikita giving the chase and stopping the ball. Just a single, can you believe? Just a single. Mahesh Kutsarkar, just leave it. I just hope that I get some response here from Vikas Shetty, who is the quickest around. But maybe Vikas thought that the ball maybe was closer to the fielder, and it is Nikit who has got a respectable total for the Warriors to bowl at. If he goes out early, I see this team struggling once again to bat the 20 overs. That's why this partnership is very much crucial. And he gets him. He gets him. I was just talking about Vikas Shetty staying on the crease and trying to sweep the ball, and he has totally foxed him with his trajectory there. Sanat Kamath strikes, and one more has perished against the spin. Yeah, ball has turned, not in to the pitch of the line, and there's another wicket has gone. So in dire straits, you can call this team Warriors 53 for 5 in just the 7.2 overs. Big trouble coming their way. But the Tigers are having a wonderful time on the field, whereas the Warriors are struggling big time. That's not how they hoped this match to go or this innings to go after winning the toss and opting to bat first. All the spinners have bowled exceedingly well for the Tigers camp. That's a wide call. In comes Deepak Lotlikar. It's a good captaincy, I must say, from Vaibhav Naik. He's got a good bowling changes as well as keeping the fielders very close and the batters feel that yes, I can take on the fielders at a mid off, mid on, and look for the aerial shot. That is what you do when you keep the fielders there. It becomes difficult also to get the singles. This time an outside edge. It doesn't provide that much of pace. Sanat Kamath is very slow in the air, and he picked up a very important wicket of the consistent performer of the Warriors camp, Vikas Shetty. So Mahesh and Deepak, they also have a problem in running with the wickets. They are not the swiftest around, and that's going to be a big cause of concern. Full toss ball, almost close to full toss, but they are in such a difficult situation. Even the loose balls will be hard to put away. And a very good field placement, very strong field placement in and out field. Three men still on the deep, on the leg side. Yes, in the air. That might be a chance. And that's taken. That's taken in the deep. That's another one gone back. That's why I say it's a very good in and out field. They've got the man in the catching position close to the boundary, and they've got a catching man inside as well. There's Mahesh Kucharkar trying to take the aerial way, has succumbed to the pressure created by the Tigers camp. 6 down at 55 Warriors. So Vasudev Kundekar comes in, taking the charge in the middle, but the situation is very, very difficult here for this team. After winning the toss, just that nothing has worked for them. Sudeep Faldesai was the only sparkling light that was seen, with showing some hopes of uh, the past season and showing some timing. But after that, there is no one who has stayed. But you must give credit to the spinners, the way they have bowled. That's how they have bowled, and it's becoming very difficult because they've kept square leg, fine leg quite open, and having been in such a situation, I think Vasudev Kunekar certainly knows, having played so much of long career, that Vasudev Kunekar has immense experience. You understand what the batter is trying to do, and things are not going to be difficult here when the bowlers are bowling so well. It's difficult one to handle Munir Das if he's in such a good flow. Beautiful trajectory, beautiful release from the hands. The ball landing in the right areas, and skipper also supporting and assisting him. That's trapped in front of the wickets. There's another one. He was playing on the back foot. I told you he was bowling in the beautiful trajectory. He was waiting for the flight there, and that was pushed in by the Mrunmay Das. It was an armour that skidded and hit him, trapped in front of the wicket. Vasudev Kunekar also hits back, and now this is absolute disarray here for the Warriors. They have lost 7 wickets for just 56. Yeah, absolutely dead duck in front of the wicket there. "56 for 7", and in comes the CEO. He is the owner of this team Warriors, as well as the president of MCC, Raghuvir Kukalkar. What he must be thinking. I must not have dreamt in his thoughts that he has to come so early in the first 10 over itself, and his team is 7 down, 2 slips in place, and he gets a single. Gets himself off the mark. Mrunmay Das, what a spell of left arm orthodox bowling here. Good spin bowling from him. Tossing the ball up, sometimes bowling the armers. Most important is the spot for a spinner, and I think if you see the pitch mark, I think it's been brilliant with his pitch marking and the spot bowling. Full toss ball picked away on the leg side by Deepak, gets a single. That's the finish of a very successful over from Mrunmay Das. In fact, yeah, 9 overs have been bowled, 58 for 7. So Nikhil Dalal is off the field just to nurture his injured leg there when he was being struck very hard uh, by the ball that was hit fiercely by Anu Borkar. And I think he also just want to have a look at it. Maybe the physio and the doctors just want to put up a icy pack. But Sanat continues. Now they will be going into the shell here. I think the CEO, the owner of the team, are in the middle, and he will certainly be thinking, let us play these 20 overs. They're not having a very good day today with 7 down at just 58. This is once again in the air. Difficult chance, difficult take, right in the gap. Still not afraid to hit the ball in the air. Taking on the fielders, just falling short of Dinraj Pekhot in the cow corner region, the big man. Straight back to the bowler. Very much in control. They've got a lot of options in spin department. They've got Dinraj as well who can bowl, very well bowl, and left it at the last moment. He wanted to launch himself downtown, saw the fielders, and so maybe the score must be lingering in his mind, and that's why he has opted out of the shot. This time push for a single down the ground. Going through the overs now, the bowlers. They know that the batters have gone back, and they are not in the threat of being hit for boundaries or sixes with that team of warriors in a critical situation. It's a total collapse. Suddenly, you see when Sudeep was batting, things were going so right, and one wicket fell. Everyone just collapsed. No one just stayed on the wicket, and golden ducks and ducks here for many of the batters. And that's not a scorecard that you want to see when you have a look back. 60 for 7, and that's the finish of the halfway mark of the first innings. So Mrunmay Das continues from the opposite end, and it almost looks like a test match field here. Two players in the slips, and the way they are reeling at the moment, Warriors, they are certainly looking struggling to bat entire 20 overs. And well batted once again, very well batted. Good in defenses, but you can't blame these batters at this stage. They are looking to just stay alive on this crease for as long as possible against a very good, formidable spin attack of the Tigers, especially Mrunmay Das. He has been remarkable with his on-the-spot pitching of the balls, with his flight variations. You can see now that flighted one, 4 dot balls in a row. Four fielders deep on the leg side, all 4 on the boundary. So he's asking him to hit across the line. Almost could have got a leading edge, run out opportunity, sent back on time. So 5 dot balls in a row. Will it be a maiden over? The owner feels I have to get a run. Maybe he's trying hard, but Mrunmay Das hasn't given anything easily. 3 wickets so far for him. He's looking good for more. That's trapped in front. That's the 4th one. That was the one that pushed in hard, came back into the line, hitting in stumps, and definitely going to hit the stumps is what umpire believes. And a big appeal. An umpire convinced with that appeal. That's the eighth wicket gone there. Yeah, on the back foot, and is absolutely in front. 8 down for just 60. And this disarray continues here for this team, and Mrunmay Das will be in a chance to pick up a 5 for here. I don't know whether it has been done previously at MCL season. He's picked up 4, and he's picked up a maiden wicket over. Maiden wicket by Mrunmay Das in a T20 format. So it will be a proud moment for him. Will be relishing this as a fielder now, and also as a bowler. It's not easy to pick up 4 wickets in T20 games with such wonderful figures, and that to a maiden wicket. And now they believe that they need to finish this off. This is just going to be a big boost for the overall net run rate of this Tigers camp. Big boost. If they get a victory here, I feel they might end up going at number 2 or number 3. That will slip down. The Knights at number 5, who are at number 4 at this stage, as this went straight. It got 2 slips in place, and they are going for the kill here. The Tigers are going for the kill of the last 2 batters, and that's how the job should be done. Tigers have won 3 out of the 5 games. This is their 6th game so far. And this is going to definitely not only be a victory, but also going to boost their overall chance. They've got the team of Warriors right under the mat. And the overall net run rate, which is going in minus at this stage of the Tigers, will definitely turn around sharply in towards the positive. Oh, that was so close. That was very close. How did that miss the off stump? It has gone right through the defenses of the batter, but just missed the off stump by a whisker. It looks like we might have an early finish. The batters certainly struggling against the top class spin of the Tigers. So excellent bowling here from Balakrishna Adarkar. They are not even getting the runs is just stagnant here. This total is just stagnant. Now all the owners on these bowlers or the lower batter order just to play the 20 overs. I see them. This is certainly not happening with the bowling looking very, very sharp and very, very crisp at the moment. It's just nothing is happening. Just entirely Tigers game. They are enjoying themselves, and every bowler feels that he can pick up a wicket here. Nurmai Das might just pick up a five for the next over. Looks good for that. Was that taken? Was it taken? No says. No says the fielder himself. That was one bounce. Was that at age? $61 for 8 at the end of 12 overs. It's gone very quiet here at MCC. The Warriors, the president from the same team, the secretary from the same team, and they have a hope for a pretty good total here, and a fight against the Tigers. It's just entirely turned upside down. Samrun Das looking in to pick up a 5 here. Already picked up 4 wickets for just 11 runs. Well, certainly the player of the match. If Tigers going to win this game, how well he has bowled, and the spots today were magnificent. The pitch mark. This says it crisply, well fielded. Just going to get a single. That's enough, says the batter. Full toss ball. Maybe trying to fly the ball too much. The excitement should not be there. If the bowler is excited to pick up a 5 for, then he might just miss in his length and line. That happens to many of the bowlers around when you see you want to take a magical 5-wicket haul. A figure that you don't get many times in your career. You feel sometimes nervous. You also tend to just bowl slightly differently, just to work hard to get towards that 5-wicket haul. I think he should just do plain and simple things and just hope for the things going in his favor. Well clipped away on the leg side, allowing the ball to come onto the bat nicely. Amar Devidas and Deepak Lotlikar. That was very close. That was very close. That came it with the arm. I can see two players who are having their hands on the head. They believe that he deserves to get a 5-wicket haul, but it's still not happened. He's still got 3 more balls to go. 3 more balls to go to pick up a 5-er. And he missed it. Vaibhav Naik missed that 5-er. Oh my gosh. The ball just turned away, and they are going to pick up a couple of runs. Everything done right perfectly to just invite him outside the crease. It should have been a stumping there, and Vaibhav missed that easy chance. And Mrunmay Das is not happy. He thinks he has bowled a perfect delivery here to just fool the batter and get him outside the crease. Just not only deceiving the batter, but also deceiving the keeper as well, and the man in slips. So many things happening here for Mrunmay Das. Lift away nicely and gets a single. So here comes the last ball for Murunmai Das. Yes, let's see whether he can pick off the last ball. That's well played here and well defended. He's not getting the 5 for there. A chance gone down. The stumping chance missed by the keeper by Bhavnaik. 13 overs gone, 66 for 8. 4 for 14. What an exceedingly good spell. Outstanding from Murunmai Das. He says, I've done everything right, just that keeper missed. But what can you say to this keeper who is there behind? But he will certainly go down, will have gone down in the history books to pick up a 5 in a T20 format here at MCL. I don't think so many will have done it so far what I've witnessed. 5 wicket fall doesn't come easily in the Members League and in a T20. Rare occasions. But that's gone out of the book now. 2 wickets left still. A wide call. No one on the offside. If he puts bat onto the backward point region or gets a good drive in the gap, and certainly get a boundary. 4 men deep on the leg side. Sanath has been asked to continue. In fact, he has been brought in back into the attack. So let's see how he does here. 1 over. That was the end of spell for Balakrishna Odarkar. And that's exactly what I said. There are a lot of open gaps here on the offside where you can pick a couple of runs, if not boundary. $60 for 8. They're trying everything to pick up those 2 wickets, but the batters are also not going hard, so are not giving too many chances. This time he's been clobbered over the top. Clobbered for 6 runs. Played with the turn, with the swing, and it gone long distance. That's more like it. That's how we got to play the shots. He'll be happy for that big one. And also the Warriors came. Finally something to cheer here after a long time. A lot of lull period for them. This time defended after getting the 6, getting a single on the offside. Much more sensible batting which was required earlier on. Moving very slowly now, spending time on the crease. Deepak at least is showing the resilience that is required from the Warriors camp, which was missed by the top order. Just came and walked off many of the batters without spending any sort of time. Lovely drive, strong drive. What a drive this one. Very exquisite here from the Amar Devidas. That was in the arc and half volley and driven firmly. That's more like it. Getting a 6 and a boundary. At least the scoreboard is moving now. 80 for 8. So they're playing more shots now after spending some time. There's a single. Amar Devidas getting his first boundary in this over. Deepak is batting on 16 of 16 at a strike rate of 100 with 1-6. And now it feels that I just need to strike few ones to make the match more interesting and get a good total on the board. So a dot ball, in fact a single to finish 14, 82 for 8 after 14. Dinraj. See a lot of rotation by the captain as far as the fielding positions are concerned. Many a times missed the bat. So another spinning option has been used. 4 overs have been bowled by Brunmai Das, 4 from Balakrishna Dadkar. Those 2 bowlers have gone out of uh, their spells. They've been bowled. So Sanatha has bowled few overs. We have seen Nikhil used in the first 3 overs. So that's the end of spell for him as well. And that's why Dinraj, you can see, into the action. And Vaibhav has got off his pads. So that's the indication that is going to come into the bowling from next over onwards. Maybe been very successful. What a match he had with his bowling performance. That almost lost game was won against the Avengers, and that is what rocked the Avengers. They should have won that game, and after that, they just lost the plot of winning the next ones. Sometimes you have to keep the winning momentum, and such easy ones you should never lose an opportunity. Almost could have got him caught and bowled, but a good over here from Dinraj, very economical, 15 bowled, 84 for 8. Another tossed up delivery here from Vaibhav Naik to begin his innings, and yeah, just hoping that the batter tried to hit one in the air. They are trying to get these 2 wickets for a long time now, which is not happening. That should be wide. Rajaram Kunekar has been given the job here, swapping the positions. Raju also can bowl few overs, but I think he's not opting. He has been chosen to only bat here for this team of Tigers, this edition. So another one pushed in the offside for a single. So they are looking to play the entire 20 overs and get some runs for themselves as well as for the team. This will definitely crash their hopes of the qualifiers. They've just won one after the 4 games, and a loss here is just going to take them out of the qualifiers contention, as few teams have will be with the 4 victories after finishing off with 7 games. And we have to just see whether he has collected a ball. He is still not convinced about the stumping there. Let's look at the replay from the side angle. Collected there by the keeper, whether the bat coming on time. Slightly behind it, he is not a regular keeper. So third umpire match referee Harshit Kadekar wants to have a very close look at it, whether because it's the two time that as the bat has grounded, but it has once again come on top, once again in the air. So he wants to make sure when the bills were taken out of the grooves, bills coming out at point of time, whether the bat was grounded or not. That is the cause of concern here. So it was very close, and that's why the slow mos were run once again. The bat was grounded at the time, and the when the keeper had taken the bails off. As he's straight in the air, over the top, might get one bounce. 4 runs. A very good hit here. Excellent batting. So tossing the ball up, and the fielders inside, and the batters are well set and taking on the advantage of the fielders being inside. They move on to 93 for 8. Warriors on the recovery mode. They were struggling to get even 100 runs, but at this stage, both these batters are batting well. Deepak Lutlikar and Amar Devidas. Deepak especially. Another one that might be back-to-back boundaries. Raced like a bullet here on the square leg region. Weber coming and tossing the ball. So slow, ample of time to whack that ball. And getting back-to-back boundaries. One downtown, one on the leg side. Excellent batting from Deepak Lutlikar. He moves on to 27 or 23, and the Warriors march on to 97 for the loss of 8 after 16 overs. Ball good first over, Dinraj Paikot. Just considering 2 runs of the first, and pretty good line, pretty good channel that he has bowled. Punched off the back foot. Should be a single. So what a lovely innings from Deepak Lotlikar when entire team has collapsed and he comes at lower down the order and is the highest individual run scorer so far in this game and looking good towards the 35. So walked on the leg side. Amar Devidas giving strike to his better partner to score runs. Played it fine. Might find at least couple of runs if not boundary. The keeper himself going after the ball and they are satisfied with those two. As Deepak Lotlikar moves into the 30s, 30 of 25. 100 up for Warriors. Not a big total, but they were struggling to get even towards the 100 run mark. They were 60 for the loss of 8. And the best partnership coming for the Warriors is for the ninth wicket. And that's an indication that it's been entirely dominated by the bowlers of the Tigers. That's pushed on the offside, run out opportunity, and get it easily in the end. So well batted by both these batters. They are still going strong with this partnership. 17 overs have been bowled. 103 for 8. There's an outside edge. Is out. Your sandbag calling no there. I thought he was hitting straight away for a single. So just one run. So in fact, a dot ball. 103 for 8. And it's going to be Deepak Lotlikar on strike. 31 that he's playing on. Play and a miss there. So he's looking for a big finish here for him to get towards the 35 and go retired out with his head high. A lone warrior battling it out for the team of Warriors here to bat this entire quota of 20 overs. Just chipped in the air. Just going to be a single. Push back to the bowler, Amar Devidas. Another one. No flighted deliveries now from Vaibhav Naik. Has been hit for 2 boundaries. Was not happy with that when he was struck by Deepak Lotlikar. Nicely batted. Well played. Off the back foot. Looks good, Amar Devidas. Very strong in his defenses. Another over gone by quickly there. 18 overs gone. 105 for 8. The highest partnership of 45 42 balls from this ninth wicket. Amar Devidas and Deepak Lotlikar. Maximum contribution from Deepak Lotlikar, who has smoked some out of the ground sixes as well as very crisp timing for those boundaries. Big appeal. Just not maybe a umpire feeling. Let's have a look at it. Certainly long way to go. So drifting down the leg side. Straight back. Should go for the boundary. Well fielded. Excellent effort there in the deep. And gets too comfortable there. It was very well struck. And the fielder had to get the dive in to stop that boundary. Brilliant effort. So with these couple of runs, pushing for a single, and they get it. Throw at the other end, but Deepak scampers for the last half. I think he's all exhausted there. You can see he has run hard and played a long innings for the Warriors, and they struggle to bat the entire 20 overs, even for that matter 15 overs. But this partnership has given a ray of hope for them. It's come down a little too late, but I think it shows the fighting spirit and the resilience from the batters down of the Warriors. I must learn something at least the top orders, the way they have fought hard for the cause of the team. Although it won't be enough for the Tigers, but at least from 60 for the loss of another couple of runs taken at the long off region. 2 taken, and Deepak Lotlikar is going to be on 34. I think he just needs to be applauded here for the sheer grit that he has shown. Don't see that often with many players when you lose 8 wickets down. As that fighting spirit and that perseverance to stay there, gets a leading edge, might get at least a couple of runs, if not a boundary. Brunumai Das, yeah, comfortable too, and that's the end of the innings here. And what a brilliant and a fighting knock from Deepak Lotlikar. Well, this needs to be really appreciated. The show of the strength mentally as well as physically. When you see 8 wickets down and you are still falling short of the partners, and here comes Deepak Lotlikar and shows the utmost tenacity and the courage, the heart to bat for the team as well as score some shots. And he has moved out at a time when his strike rate is more than 100. He'll be really proud of his performance as he hits back, scored a very, very resilient 36 of just 32 balls when the team was in shambles, a total shambles. So we'll be certainly hailed by everyone here at MCL, all the members appreciating this wonderful innings from Deepak Lotlikar. especially the Warriors camp. They were down and out. They were punched by the Tigers, but only big hope, only star or performer of this game, certainly I can say, is Deepak Lotlikar. So in comes the last over, and it's going to be Rajesh. So Rajesh Kavlekar coming to bat at number 11. At least some sort of respect. This total 113 after looking at a total of 60 for the loss of 8, and the best partnership for the ninth wicket so far at MCL season. Well flicked on the leg side, just going to get a single. Well, Tigers would have hoped for bowling this entire team out for somewhere around 80 or 90, but it doesn't happen. And they have to maybe just score a little bit more than they would have anticipated. And after the 10 overs, they must have not seen the next 10 overs being played by these two players to bat for all at the 20 overs. But it has happened. This is in the air. Just a single. Well timed, straight to the fielder. So just the couple of balls left here to bet the entire 20 overs for this game. And with this single, certainly they will be betting the entire 20 overs. That's the best score that they will have got in the circumstances that was put in by the entire Tigers camp. The web of spinners was so brilliant. They just could not get away from that web. That's in the air, but no power behind it. Just a single to finish this entire 20 overs. But the best job is batting those 20 overs was the need of the over. And they stuck to the task, especially Amar Devidas and Deepak Lotlikar, and batted out of the skins to get this at least some sort of respect to this total. And they will be very, very pleased coming out of the ground, although not in the commanding position to win this game, but certainly have earned a lot of respect from the cricket fraternity here at MCL, having batted all the 20 overs from almost collapse of the top order, losing 7-8 wickets in a heap, and from that shambles just to rise and play an innings from Deepak Lotlikar and also give good company by Amar Devidas, I think really appreciated here. But the bowling performance certainly is Mrunmay Das, 4 for 14 for him, and a couple of wickets for Sanat Kamath, one wicket each to Balkrishna Rarkar and Nikit Naik Dalal, and they were that's where the wickets in the wickets column. Most of the bowlers were very effective because once you pick up early wickets, there's hardly any pressure on the bowlers. So 118 is the target set for the team of Tigers by the Warriors in the 20 overs. We'll come back in a short while. What a start to begin the run chase here. Exquisite timing and great placement. Wow, it's wonderful to see the intent here right from the first ball from Nikhil Naik Dalal gets a boundary and gets the team off the mark. Many will be surprised to see Vaibhav Naik and Nikita Dalal. Vaibhav normally comes in the middle order, but here I think they are just trying to accelerate a bit here with their overall net run rate, which is slightly back down. They feel that we might come in a situation where uh, the qualification will matter on the overall net run rate, and that's why you see Vaibhav Naik coming straight up and trying to take the advantage of the fielding restrictions. I've not seen him coming up the order unless otherwise required. He's been a consistent performer and a highly decorated player for the team. Whichever team he plays, he captains and he does a good job. Driven firmly, looking to push for a couple of runs in the deep, and they get it easily. That's because of the big shout of two very early on, and is Govind Lotlikar, who is filling at the long off region. Not having the best of the day today. Started with those two brilliant shots, one boundary and one a big six, blooming six against Balakrishna Adarkar. Outside edge, might run down for 4 runs. Well, totally foxed him there, Raghuveer Kukalkar, and it's not a very good looking shot there from Vaibhav Naik. The bowler taking the moral advantage, but the intent is very much clear of going after the bowling. That's once again opening the face of the bat towards the third man region. Twelve without loss in the first over itself. Came with a big positive intent here just to improve their overall net run rate. And the first over is done here, 12 without loss after one. So skipper bowling over number 2. The owner bowling over number 1 and the captain bowling over number 2. That's straight over the top. It's gone long distance. There, in fact, one bounce, 4 runs. There's a stunning shot here from Vaibhav Naik. Skipper versus skipper battle. and it looks like taking the charge in the middle. And this is going to be his mindset. Just come out thinking this way, just to increase the overall net run rate of the team. And he is not afraid to play his shot. That's another one played down towards the final leg region. A swivel on the leg side using the pace of the bowler, shot down the leg side and gets the boundary. Twenty without loss. We are just in the second over. Back-to-back boundaries here against Govind Lotlikar, and this might be just a single straight to the man. It's already a good start. The asking run rate was less than 6 right at the start, but you must give credit here to Deepak Lotlikar because he's deserving one. He has at least showed some spine here and guts to fight it out for the team. And the chips were down. He just risen like a phoenix. And that's why you require these strong characters in your team like Deepak Lotlikar. Otherwise, I see this team not posting even a total of 80-90. He played really well with his teammate Amar Devidas. They are definitely good friends to each other and they gel well. They'll really cherish this partnership. I know I can understand that even in spite of that resilient performance, the score is not good enough. But at least you got to have some individual moments as well. Even if you are not winning, you must also win some applause for yourself for some good performance that smacked in the mid-wicket region. That was bowled was slightly wide, but he fetched it from wide outside the line. Third boundary of this over for Vaibhav Naik, and 2 overs gone, 26 without loss. Driven nicely straight to the fielder. That's misfielded. Might get another couple of runs. Well, that should have been just a single, but he gets 2 there. Everything so far, the Warriors camp not going in their favor. It is Swapnil Nachnolkar who is not having the best of the day, going out on a golden duck of the very first ball of Murmay Das. Sometimes it might be an off-color day today. A cutaway, that's too short, wide, no protection there, and gets the boundary. It's poor bowling here from the bowler. Well, he has concentrated on a foolish line. That's why there's a man in the covers and the long off region. But the short and wide just had to pierce the gap, and he does it very nicely, Nikhil. They are racing at the moment. Racing towards the target. 32 without loss. So pace makes it much easy for someone like Nikit and Weber, who likes the ball coming onto the bat nicely. Now one more man from the leg side has come onto the off. So just the 2 men inside on the leg side. So he just has to focus his channel on outside of stump line, drives and gets a single. So let's see how he's going to put up the field for Vaibhav Naik, who is strong on both sides of the wicket. Vikas Shetty and Sudeep Faldesa looks like patrolling that boundary regions. As inside out over the covers boundary, and that's what you expect when the ball is pitched up. There is no fielder on the deep. You expect the ball to be hit because it's Vaibhav Naik who is looking to take the charge and trying to accelerate. They are going after the net run rate. That's clear indication here. They just want to improve from the negative. They can definitely turn it into the positive side in this game. Well bowled. .38 without loss in 2.5 overs. They are going at almost 13 runs per over. With the change in batting order, it was a clear-cut signal here to the opposition camp. We are coming hard at this total of 118, and we need to score it in quick time frame. Looking for a couple of runs, and easily done there. No risk whatsoever. Playing with soft hands, fielders in the deep, and 40 without loss after 3 overs. So change in bowling, and that's poor bowling there. That's poor bowling. Flat down the leg side and just whips the ball for boundary. That's as easy as you get for a batter who has come with such an intent. He's already hitting the good balls for the boundary, and this is as mediocre that you can get. Clumsy, I must say, from the bowler, starting the spell with in such a fashion which gives such an easy boundary. So Vikas Shetty coming in. Going downtown and goes big. That's straight over the top and gets the 6 runs. That's Vaibhav Naik for you. The skipper leading from the front, and he gets to 35 from just 12 balls, as quick as you can get. 50 up for the Tigers in the quickest time span we have seen in the entire MCL season 11. 35 just 12 from the skipper, and he moves. I think he has hardly spent time for just maybe 15-20 minutes on the crease, and in 3.2 overs you see the total on 50 is blazed them with a rollicking start and does the skipper's job. First in the captaincy role, and now filling the shoes as an opener. Everything done so perfectly here by Vaibhav Naik. So 50 for 1 as the skipper is retired out, giving a thunderous applause for the amazing start that he has given. Entertainment all across. Vikas Shetty has been hit for a boundary and a six of the first two balls of his spell. Spin being brought on, nothing has changed. And now in comes Viraj Tar, an advocate by profession, plays a lot of advocates league and a part of MCL. I think Nikit Naik Dalal must be taking the charge here. He is going to take the role of Webber Naik and looking to play more shots now as Webber has finished and headed back into the dressing room. And he's the one who already played somewhere around 8 balls and scored 15 runs. Yeah, that's expected. That's for the man in the deep and finding the man. So just going to get a single there. Straight over the top. Poor bowling here from the bowler. Not timing the ball, but should get at least a comfortable two at the wide long on region. Well, many of the teams will be having an eye on how Tigers, how quickly they finish and where they end up in their overall net run rate. That's much better. So dot ball to finish over number 4, 54 for 1. That's pushed on to the offside for no run there. So the owner has come back into the bowling attack, looking to pick up a wicket after Vaibhav Naik has departed because he was the one who was in the dangerous form, explosive mood, outside edge, and that might run down for 4 runs. Looking for that flamboyant drive, and nothing has worked for the Warriors. So another boundary. They're just going in favor of Viraj Tar. 59, they move on to 59 scored, another 59 required. Apart from winning the toss, nothing has gone in their favor. The Warriors came, and only one who has lighted displays beautifully was Deepak Lotlikar with that resilient and fight back innings. That was really must have inspired someone from this camp. So a single to finish that over, 60 for 1 after 5. Played onto the offside for a single. So this is the last over of the mandatory power plays. Viraj Tar and Nikit Dalal. Straight over the top. That's very good to see. Just over the fence for 4 runs. Vikas Shetty has been taken for a platter of plenty of runs. There's in the air. That is a chance. Man in the deep and well taken. Because his keeper Govind Lotlikar, one of the strongest fielders. He placed it really, in fact, he timed it really well, but could not place it away from the fielder in the deep. And is the captain who takes a good one. So Viraj Tar hits back. He's 66 for 2. So after the exit of Viraj Tar is Raja Ramkonekar. Raju comes in. It's well bowled, very well bowled there. Almost got into his defenses, and that's exactly where he needs to concentrate more. There are two fielders kept in the deep, long on and mid wicket region. That's more like it. Well pushed in for a single there, gets off the mark. And that is the end of 6 overs of power play. 67 for 2. The Tigers are heading very quickly into a target of 118 runs that has been posted for them. So that's missed by the keeper. Mahesh Kurcharkar has been given the job of keeping here. It's not easy for him. They know that things are definitely not going in their favor, and the Tigers are certainly cruising at this stage. Vikas Shetty was bowling, so maybe we can see him with the pads on after he finishes off with his spell. Looking to push for a couple of runs. Yeah, very well run there. Well run, well run, well run. That's how the intensity should be to try the finish the match quite early. That's why the signal must have been given to both these batters. Cheers. Even if you are not getting the boundary, push it hard for those couple. Never know, the pitcher might come up maybe end of the 7 games. There's a lot of tricky games here for many of the teams. If you see Tigers, they are playing against the Royals the last game. Royals are a pretty strong side. So it won't be easy here them with the Royals in such a good form to beat them comprehensively as they are doing here against the Warriors. They are well aware of that fact. The match awareness and the situation of the tournament also should be understood here by the Tigers and all other camps. Masters playing the Avengers tomorrow. Warriors have 2 games left, but I think they are out of the contention of the qualifiers. The Thunders looks to be a pretty more formidable side, looking favorites to stay at number 1 and 2. With the combinations, with the young side, they have a lot of good variations in the bowling. Thunders looks a pretty strong side to finish up. And if Royals win one more, I think they will fancy the chances with the overall net run rate. But certainly for the last 2 spots, it's up for grabs, as Knights are also challenging the spot, and so are the Tigers, the Masters. So lot of traffic there in the first four positions. It's still not clear. A lot of more matches left tomorrow and as well as the next week. 7 gone is 74 for 2. So far, you can't say convincingly any team has made it into the qualifiers. Yes, outside chance. Two teams might end up with 5 wins, but a couple of teams might scrape through with 4 wins in the qualifiers. Certainly, none of the teams can be complacent and relaxed here that we have qualified. Yeah. These teams are so well balanced. Avengers also with an outside chance, already lost 3, won 2, but more games left. So they are also in the race for the top 4, but they need to win tomorrow's encounter. Masters, if they win, then they are also with the outside chance of qualifying for the first 4 spots. Apart from, I think, the Warriors and the Stallions, all other teams are still in with a chance. Thunders and Royals sitting pretty at the top, having won 4 out of the 5 games. And it will be a little bit more clear maybe after the 6-round games. That's got him there. Right through the defenses. That's pushed in here by Vikas Shetty. Much better delivery and going through the defenses. And the ball also kept a little bit low. Trying to work on the leg side and knocks him over. 75 for 3. So Ketan Kunde, KK has come. Gets a single, gets off the mark because Shetty a wicket for him in that over. Is into his 3rd over. So now it is Rajaram Khonekar and Ketan Kunde. Nikit Naik Dalal has headed back. So the things will slow down a bit here when fielders are kept in the deep. Straight over the top. This is the boundary. That's poor bowling, dragging it way too short, and well played, well placed, putting the power behind and getting a fantastic boundary for him. Not the best of the ball, but a very good result for Rajaram Kunegar. That should have been played on the front foot, but he clips it on the leg side. Looking to run out opportunity in on-striker's end and should be out. Should be out. I think he's out there. He might have been referred, but Ketan Kunde, I feel, was struggling. There was hesitancy there in between. They stopped for a while. And the throw coming from Sudeep Desai from the deep square leg straight into the hands of Vikas Shetty. And the bails have been taken out. I think looking at the reaction, Ketan is not confident, but I am certainly feel this might be out. So he's out. Umpire, the match referee Harshad Gadekar wanted to just confirm whether the ball was in the hands when the bails had been taken out. So he confirmed it with the front camera, and that's it. Ketan Kunde is heading back 4 down. Well, it was sent back. 81 for 4 in 8.2. Oh, that was so close. Ball hitting the pads and just almost could have clipped the leg stump there. Well played. Dinraj Khoth has been sent at number 6. Well driven. So Govind Lotlikar has come on just after losing that wicket, the 4th one. He feels that let me try and have a go at the batters and see if we can get one more wicket. Another couple of wickets lost here in the next 10 runs. I see this match going in an interesting mode. That's in the air. That might be taken. Oh, just short. 4 runs. The smacked. Flashing and flashing hard to a delivery that was pitched up. And in the arc, he went hard and gets the boundary. That is exactly how you need to go. If you believe that it's in your strong zone, you just need to smack it away. '87. Well played. Late cut. Might be pushing in for a couple of runs. Anup is not having the strongest of the arms, and they have certainly targeted that and got easy 2 runs. And you can't say anything to the secretary of MCC. There are some players who have got strong arms. There are some who don't have. So at least Anup might have been kept maybe somewhere around short fine leg region. So you can't blame him because he doesn't have the strongest of the throws. And that is what the batters realized. That's what cricket is all about. You should take advantage of the opponent weaknesses and try to capitalize on that. They need to just get these runs as quickly as possible. 89 for 4 in 9 overs. So just 29 more runs to get and 11 overs left. Almost could have got him. Just trying to play on the back foot there to Vikas Shetty, who is into the last over. Has picked up both the wickets. 2 wickets for him. Bowling well after the power play overs. In power play overs, he is trying to bowl flat. Too short. Once again, hit over the top and a boundary. And this is, I think he has not realized from earlier shots from Rajaram that he's very strong off the back foot. He has got strong forearms and is very masculine. He can easily hit over the top. Poor bowling there from Vikas Shetty after the earlier one that was right on the mark and button. So just 25 more runs to get here. That's another one off the back foot. Punching it very hard to the man in the deep. Well, a lot of calculations will be running hard after Tigers' emphatic victory. They will certainly get it at in a very quick time frame. Warriors are certainly dismantled here in the batting as well as the bowling department. Just the 1 victory under the belt so far after 5 games and 2 more games here, and they are out of the contention where a lot of calculations will be running from all other 6 teams who are still in contention in the race of qualifying. Tomorrow we have the Masters versus the Avengers game, very crucial. And Royals versus Thunder, both pulsating clashes coming tomorrow. Because Royals will seal their place if they win, and so are the Thunders. Both at the top 1 and 2 positions are going to lock horns against each other tomorrow. What a game it will be, and the same can be said about the Masters. If Masters win, they will definitely almost confirm their place with 4, and that will be ousting of the Avengers and all the hopes. But if Avengers win, they will keep themselves alive. Whacked it straight into the hands, dropped it. It came with tremendous power and it was swinging in the air. Indraj Court swatting that ball in that mid-wicket region, and it came hard to Sudeep Faldesa, who drops the catch. Very, you might feel very easy, but it came really hard. 10 overs gone, 97 for 4. Just another 21 runs needed here to seal the victory for the Tigers. It's very well played and gets the boundary. Gets the boundary away there. Swatting away on the leg side, and they are trying to finish this as early as possible. And that's what you want for as the Tiger side. 100 up here with that boundary. They were on 99, just 15 runs away towards the target. So the Faldesa, a bowling change prompted by the Govind Lotkar, the skipper of the team, Warriors. The intention is very much clear. They are not afraid to lose the wicket. They might be looking for a couple of runs. Man in the deep, and easily done. Nicely picked away on the leg side. Just going to be a single. Under 6 for 4. Just 12 more runs to get. Lots of overs left for the Tigers, but here I think we have certainly got an early finisher, maybe in the next 2 overs. So in comes Raju. Rajesh Kavlekar coming into the bowling attack. Just 12 runs to get. Then Raj Paikot will be looking for the big ones. Not because of the target, but because of the net run rate. I expected that shot to come, but man in the deep found. Single. Raju to Raju. Straight over the top and might get a boundary. Chase given by the captain, but the ball wins the race. Beating the skipper Govind Lotlikar at the long on region. And they are getting much closer towards the target. So now just 7 runs away. Oh, missed that. Missed such an easy one. And missed by the keeper as well. So now just 6 runs away. 1 hit away from an emphatic victory here for the Tigers. They ruled this entire game right from the start. They kept on picking up the wickets, not allowed the game to be drifted away. Apart from, I think the only thing that they could have done. This is all over. This is all over. Looks like a 6 runs. That's been swatted away on one hand, and that's all over. Big 6 here from the big man, and a big finish for the Tigers. That is going to be a big upward strike for that overall net run rate for the Tigers. Such a confident victory, thumping victory for the Tigers team, winning by a lot of overs to spare, a lot of overs. So Tigers, with some certainly, I feel with this performance, they might just overtake the Masters here in the overall net run rate. Let's have a look at. But it is 6 games for the Tigers. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Tigers coming at number 3 and Masters going at number 4. 0.517. They planned it to a perfection. So they are getting better than the Masters. Masters have 1 more game in hand. They have played 6, the Tigers. But it's a blazing victory. Such a lot of positives for the Tigers camp going ahead of the last game to play against the Royals later on the next week. But Warriors, apart from Deepak Lotlikar, showed some spine. Nothing much positive coming for the Warriors camp. It was an absolute one-sided game. And we have got an early finish. Well, let's head to the presentation ceremony straight away. Hello, Tess. So I welcome everyone for the presentation ceremony after the match just now concluded between the the Tigers and the Warriors. It was an emphatic victory for the Tigers, clinching a very confident victory and outclassing their opponents in all the departments. Now, may I invite the guest for today's presentation ceremony is Surendra Hadalkar, is one of the well-known businessmen, also the member of Margao Cricket Club. He has been escorted here by Sudesh Nagwekar escorting him in the middle. Welcome, Surendra Bab. So may I invite the winning captain of the Tigers, Vaibhav Naik. What an emphatic victory for the Tigers. You really outclassed opponent in all the departments. The bowling changes, the fielding that you put was really brilliant. And I think the first innings itself, 60 for the loss of 7, that sealed the victory.
Yes, but essentially we are disappointed. We could have folded them out on 70, and if we could have chased that particular score in let's say 6 or 7 overs, then we would have been better placed in the NRR in the table itself. So yes, a bit disappointed on that part, but happy on what we have achieved as a team.
Yes, going at number 3 and getting your net run rate all spiked up against the Masters. You are right now in the third position. I think this was definitely a big boost that was required for the entire Tigers game, which was gelling well. And today I think this entire emphatic victory must have gelled entire unit together.
Made us even and a serious competitor as far as MCL is concerned.
Yes, congratulations for this wonderful victory. You can join the team. And Vaibhav, kindly come up here because you are going to be presented here with the red cap as the highest run getter. 221 runs. 221 runs in the 6 games, and he's at the top of the ladder at the moment, and will be presented by Surendra Hadalkar, everyone's mama. Yes, now it's time to announce the player of the match. And I think everyone knows it's a low scoring encounter and precision bowling and absolutely outclassing the entire batters with his flight, the trajectory, and the armors. Is none other than Mrunmay Das with the brilliant figures of 4 for 14 in his 4 overs. So congratulations, really top class bowling and spot bowling I can call because you are getting the balls right on the spot exactly where it troubles the batters.
Being a senior bowler, that is the least that is expected from me. And if I don't deliver, and if I don't deliver the 4 overs the way it is needed for the team, then it's a failure on my part. But I come from home only with 2 objectives: take 2 points and go home. It is not about my wickets. It is about the 2 points, and I stick to that. This is for my team. Someone like Nikhil, someone like Viraj Tar. These are the people who expect every match for 4 to 5 wickets from me, which is difficult, but this is for them. Thank you.
Yes, and you almost could have picked a 5-wicket haul. There the chance was created, stumping chance missed, and we have not seen too many 5-wicket hauls in MCL season, and that could have been just even more excitement for you and the entire team.
This is my first man of the match performance in MCL in I think 2-3 years. So that's good enough. 4 or 5 is okay. 2 points. That is what I target. 2 points and we go home.
And what was your assumption on the wicket? Wicket was slightly different compared to what we started, or was there more turn compared to the first part or the first 3-4 matches that we are seeing?
Wicket has settled well compared to last year. If you look at the average runs are more than 150, 160. In fact, there are teams who have scored 180. So wickets are much better this year. But a good spinner doesn't need a wicket. You have to do it in the air and variation. And that's what I rely on.
Yes, congratulations. You got to rely on air variations. Mrunmay Das here is picking the player of the match for his brilliant 4 for 14, and he picks away this award. Congratulations, Mrunmay. and wishing you good luck in the final game. That's it from the presentation arena from Harish Kakodkar. I'll see you tomorrow morning.